Evening, one and all. Welcome to TMA Friday Night Live. We'll give you the preview as we're talking about the game at the weekend against Derby County. Tough game. I'll get Danny's opinions in a minute, but the legend, that is Super Danny Irons here as well. Hello, mate. I've already said the pleasantries, but you're right.
Yeah, you okay?
Sweet, mate. Massive shout out to your old man as well. It's getting wined and dined, isn't he, mate?
Yeah, it's got to be done. I mean, all the years he's been taking me to Watford, so it's about time I treated him. So, got to be done.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. No, I'm really pleased for Gary. So, yeah, hats off to him. And well done, Danny, for sorting that out for your old man as well. Right, yeah, so let's get all your predictions, lineups and everything else in between, as we say, for the game at the Vic against Derby County right now. But so, yeah, let's, like say, predictions and everything. But, yeah, mate, I mean, who would have thought, you know, 2 wins, well, 3 wins, including the cup game, coming into the Derby County games. Not bad, mate, is it?
Yes, it's been an excellent start, but I think the pleasing thing is we've seen different sides to this Watford team. You know, the first game against Millwall, you've seen us obviously take a 2-0 lead and then going to obviously 2-2, and then you've seen the resilience for us to come back and score straight away. And then obviously you go to the MK Dons game. Okay, you know that was such a one-sided game. And then the Stoke game last week, you know, the first half was a bit cagey, but then you saw the depth in the squad we've actually got. You know, Tom making that sub at half time, and it changed the whole context of the game. So you've seen different sides of this Watford team, and it is. I know it's early days, but it is exciting at the moment. You know, if we can get another win tomorrow, 9 points from 3 league games. I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, that's a hell of a start, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, tell me, but sorry, mate, I was just checking my Facebook things working. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely, mate, I completely agree. I mean, I would never have forecasted this. I thought you know, obviously the style of play would have been different. I thought we would have played more attacking, certainly under Tom, but I didn't foresee this. And it's a pleasant surprise. It's not exactly like we're all in chaos like we were in pre-season, all the pre-season shit, blah, blah, blah. But at the moment, touch wood, it hasn't done us that bad. You know, at the end of the day, it's about fitness and preparation, and by the looks of it, it was all part of a grand master plan from was it from TC. But before we go anywhere, mate, I've got a little surprise. We've got a legend, friend of the show, superstar DJ, Mr. Nigel Callahan. Evening, mate.
Hiya, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm in Stafford at the moment. I'm in the town centre. They've got a few little festivals going on, so.
Go to Stafford. No, cheers, Callie. Thank you very much, mate. Obviously, a legend for both teams. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, you know, like I was sitting on the fence when it comes to Derby versus Watford, but you know, I've always at the start of the season, people ask me who I think is going to be at the top of the. Do you know what? With the Championship, it's all about how you start the season. You know, if you've got a team that starts wins 4 or 5 games in a row, you know, the form books go out, and it's all about the confidence. You know, the players playing with confidence. They're feeling good. They're feeling that they can't get beat. And at the moment, Watford have had a great start to the season. Derby have been okay. You know, I think most fans with Derby would be happy to see them consolidate themselves in the Championship. And, you know, obviously Watford, I don't think anybody was expecting them to get promoted this year, but they've had a great start to the season. And, you know, sort of having that sort of start to the season promotes confidence. And let's see where it goes. I think hand on the heart at the moment, I've got a feeling that Watford will just edge it tomorrow. So probably won't please the Derby fans, but, you know, realistically, I think that's what will happen tomorrow.
Exactly, mate. I mean, Derby haven't had a start, have they? And obviously, we've had a fantastic start. You know, we've obviously taken full advantage of the home games that have been here, including obviously Derby coming up, Plymouth as well, to get confidence sky high. But like I say, Derby, it's going to be a tough game because, I mean, they had a good win first game of the season. Obviously, I think they've dropped off slightly, but, you know, first season back after getting obviously relegated the season before under Rooney and Rossignol. So, you know, it's going to be tough for them, but it'll be a good game all round, won't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a good game. You know, sort of like I think Derby are still a few players short in their squad. They need to strengthen the squad a little bit. And I was reading your comments before this pitch about the fact that it's not getting too carried away with the Watford victories against the teams they've played. And you're quite right there. But the good thing is they're scoring goals. And back in my day when I played for GT, you know, we was winning games 5-3, 7-1, 8-0. You know, if you're scoring goals, you've always got a chance of winning. If you're not scoring goals, you've got no chance of winning. So the fact that Watford are actually scoring goals is a good sign. And I'm glad Cleverley's been given a chance. You know, there's too many foreign managers in the game at the moment. Like, let's start believing in the English managers. And Cleverley's played at a top club at Man United. He must have learned a lot of stuff there of Sir Alex Ferguson. So, you know, let's give them a chance a little bit. And I'm hoping that, you know, my hope obviously is that both teams do well this season. And if they get promoted, brilliant. You know, I'm all for Derby and Watford. I love the two clubs.
Exactly. Danny, mate.
No, spot on. You know, it's going to be a tough game. You know, regardless of you playing this division, it's going to be tough. But I do think, you know, on paper, it's easy to say on paper, but we have got the better squad. But it means nothing whether you have a better squad or not. It means nothing. But we've just got to go out with the same mindset we have the last couple of games, and I think we'll do well tomorrow. But it is going to be a tough game. I do think Derby will cause us problems. They have got some, you know, good championship players. They've got like some Mendes Lang. I think he's the captain now, so he's been around the block a few years, so he'll cause a few problems. So it's going to be a tough game, but you know, let's just hope for a win.
Yeah, Callie, have you been keeping tabs on them this season?
Keeping tabs on who?
Derby.
Not really. I've got to be honest. You know, sort of like the squads at Watford and Derby. I've not really been too much on at the moment. There's been so much going on this summer with the Olympics and the Euros, and it's almost like the transfer window was forgotten. And so I'm not really too clued up on who's got what and who's brought players in. And but like I said, you know, the championships it's going to be really good this year. I think I really loved it last year. I thought it was brilliant, but it's going to be so tight this year. And like I said, I think it's all about confidence. And if teams start the season well, that they've got every chance of carrying it on. And I think at the moment, Watford are, you know, they're riding high, playing Derby at Vicarage Road. I think they're going to have the edge on it. I'd settle for a draw, obviously. But listen, the whole goal is the two teams that haven't been the best in the last few years are starting to get their act together a little bit. And hopefully, you know, it's a progression now that every year, if we don't get promoted this year, then next year's a better year. So that's the way I look at it at the moment.
Brilliant, mate. And just finally, mate, I'll let you get off with me because I thank you ever so much for coming on as well. Firstly, you got any shows coming up, mate? Ever popular as ever?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, I'll be on my Mixcloud show tonight, playing some music. But we are going to be starting up our Proper Football Live podcast again that I do with Gary Harris. He's been a little bit ill in the last few weeks.
I know Gary quite well, Callie. We used to have this. Like, we used to be part of the Milton Keynes Watford fans group, and Gary sort of used to run it. So I know Gary quite well. I haven't seen him in a little while, because he used to sit near me in the Rookery, but I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Since before COVID, I haven't seen him, so I don't know what he's actually up to now. If you see him, mate, send special guards, because I ain't seen him for a while.
Gary's a big Watford fan. That's how I've come to get to him. But he's having a bit of a bad time at the moment with his health. So we've had to postpone our Proper Football Live podcasts for a few weeks. But hopefully, I think we're going to be on Sunday. And I know you always listen in pitch, so I appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, I'll make sure I share it as well.
Yeah, anytime you want me on TMA, I'm quite happy to come on. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's the start of the season. I'm really excited for this season. I think the championship. I think the championship's going to be really good. I think there's going to be a few surprises. You know, I
I think
checked the odds on Derby.
but the
I mean,
championship quite
Watford were 50-1 to win the league at the start of the season, and Derby 40-1. So I can't understand them odds a little bit, uh, but like you say, if they get another win, and they get a win, all of a sudden, like, you know, confidence is key when you're
yeah,
playing football. Even when I play football, if we was winning games, I was going into the next game thinking that we couldn't get beat by anyone. You know, we was going to beat anybody we played. So it's all about confidence, and the way Watford have started this year, and I think Cleverly's brought something into the club, and I think the fans are right behind Cleverly. So, you know, it's I think, you know, keep optimistic. Don't expect too much, but you never know. The things you're not expecting might happen this year.
exactly, mate. Just before you go, mate, everything all right with you now, mate? I know you've had your ups and downs, but everything all right with you now?
Yeah, obviously, you know, I'm sort of looking after my mum at the moment. She's got
Yeah,
her problems, but yeah, I keep myself. I keep myself on Mixcloud just basically because it keeps me in touch with everyone and the friends that are made over even lockdown and stuff like that. So that's my little escape. But I love coming on these shows. I love talking about football. You know, like I said, Watford and Derby have always been in my heart. And so I'm quite happy to come on and talk about it. And I try and talk honestly. And that's what it's all about, you know. And you know, football's a way of life. I think football's probably like, for a lot of people, it's like 90% of their life. But they look forward to the football at the weekends. And like you say, I mean, you, Peach, as well. You know, everyone that comes on your show, they're all Watford fans. You all want the teams to do well. So these podcasts are really good. You know, I think people that don't want to go out on weekends, they connect on the streams and they connect on the podcasts. And you know what you're doing is brilliant. What we do on Proper Football Live's good, and what I do on my streams, I really enjoy. So yeah, happy
right.
days.
Yeah, mate. Dan, you got anything before we set him free?
Nah, spot on, legend, Callie. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, Callie.
All right, guys, listen. I'm on the fence tomorrow, but have a good one, yeah?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you ever so much again, and all the best to your mum as well.
All right, cheers, mate. Thank you.
See you, mate.
See you later.
The legend, Callie.
Top
Thank
man.
you very much, Callie. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, so Danny, mate, you said Mendes Lang. I'm just going to quickly shut my door, but you said Mendes Lang's going to be probably one of their main players to look out for tomorrow. Is anyone else, mate, you've been looking at?
I'm going to have to be honest, I don't know an awful lot about Derby squad. I mean, obviously, I think because they've obviously come up from the league, don't know an awful lot about him. Obviously, Mendes Lang, you know, we know what he's about. He's played for Cardiff. I think he's played for a number of clubs. I'm just going to have to go through their squad now. Let's see. They've got,
Yeah, of course, mate.
got Craig Forsyth, you know, ex-Watford player. I think he's played an awful lot of games for Derby. I think he's played like nearly 300 games for Derby. Obviously they've got Sonny Bradley, ex-Scummer. Obviously he's decent centre half at this level.
Yep.
Like Ben Osborne, James Collins. Obviously play for them lot as well. So it seems like they've got a well-equipped squad to be able to stay in the league and championship. That's for sure. So we're gonna have to be on our game if we want to win tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, Ben Osborne, isn't he captain as well? I mean, that's Sonny Bradley. Okay, he's a scum, and you can't wash the blood off of your hands when you played for them. But he's a good player, and I think it was one of those that when he got released, because like unfortunately, I know a few scummers from my previous work, and I said to them, Sonny Bradley is a defender. Like you said, you're absolutely spot on at this level. He's a good defender.
Yeah, he is. And I mean, obviously, I think we'll go into the transfer news in a bit, but I mean, the transfers we're ultimately going to be signing these four players. They're solid. They're solid players, and you can't have any qualms about them at all.
Absolutely, mate. Well, we'll just get right onto them now. But big shout out to Gary. Like we say, hope him and Danny and everyone really enjoy the day tomorrow. Absolute legend, Gary, as well as the legend that we got here as well. He says, can't wait. Some will be special tomorrow. Lucy's saying, hey. Can't see live on Facebook. Yeah, because I've been banned for another couple of hours for calling someone a twat. Usual thing on Facebook. Halsey saying, evening, guys. Power Jugs, evening, mate. He's on tomorrow on the verdict. He says, evening, all. Gary's also said, did you listen to Do Not Scratch Your Eyes' podcast? Speaking to Scott, hopefully we'll be back, Tom. Not yet, but our good friends as well from the Watford way. I know James has got a pod out of that as well, so I'll check that out when I can. Caroline, good to see Matty Pollock showing good form. Cusack, Mr. Cusack, he said, don't get carried away, guys. If we weren't for the 3 Stoke goalkeeping errors last week, the result could have been a whole lot different. Halsey, shame I didn't get down to the game. I can't get down to the game tomorrow. I could have picked Callie up on the way down. Absolutely, mate. Dave said Watford's also been cut to 40-1 to win the championship. What do you think? Good bet for promotion. We are on fire. I'll get your opinion on that in a second, mate. Dan, sorry, Dan, I do apologise. I didn't ask Callie this. He said Callie will be losing 2 big name players this week. Harm team morale, especially when Tom seems to have told one he was staying. Halsey, well said, Callie. Vidra Dini, evening, mate. He says legend. Where's Major Tom? He might not be here tomorrow, but he should be back the following fans verdict, mate. So we will get him back on, mate. He's usually on the fans verdict on a Saturday, so bear with me with that. You pay your money, you take your choice, mate. So we will get him back for you. Yeah, so let's get straight on. Let's get straight on with the news, mate. What I'll do is I'll throw up a few of the transfer things, mate. I'll get you to elaborate on them because I know you're the fountain of knowledge for me on Friday nights, mate. So I'll shout out a few out, mate, and then whoever in the guys and girls in the comments put up your opinions or anything else you want to elaborate on there, and obviously with the legend Danny. Okay, so Hoot's apparently gone. I think as Scott has Duxbury's actually confirmed that. I think it's Al Shabab they've reached an agreement there. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If that's the wrong club, do apologise. Yeah, apparently, Athletic is it the right one?
Yeah.
So so he joined us for initial fee. I didn't realise this. I've only about 220,000. Bloody hell! I didn't realise it was that low. Yeah. So he's going for about, they reckon about 1.5, 2 million gone as well. I mean, obviously Clev's wanted him to stay, but it's been on and off throughout the summer that he was going to go. So that's obviously finally been confirmed. Obviously Espria's now gone. He's over to Spain with Girona. Far as on for things from the Watford Observer, this one we getting from. So I'll credit the sources. So he's moved to Spain. So all the best to Wes and Espria in their new clubs. Obviously, I think that's combined about 21, 22 million for the combined two. So that's nice little money in the coffers. Apparently, we're looking at Angelo Ogbonna, a big, tall monster of a centre half, 36 years old from West Ham. Possibly on loan. Like I say, once again, correct me if I'm wrong, Danny. I'll get your opinion on that in a minute, mate. So big, solid centre half. So that'd be absolutely amazing if we can get someone like him. 36, plenty of experience. We've got young defenders. We've signed a couple of young defenders. So obviously a bit of experience doesn't hurt with this young squad that Tom's building up. And obviously been confirmed, obviously by Scott as well on the many podcasts that have interviewed him yesterday. That Jebison from Bournemouth, obviously they signed him from Sheffield United in the summer, made his Premier League debut last weekend, and he's been apparently confirmed to be signed on a season-long loan with us right now. So a bit of game time for him. Young, hungry forward, centre forward. So yeah, it was good. I mean, he was decent for Sheffield United. I know a lot of people with Larouci were slaughtering him because apparently he was crap for Sheffield United. He came on against Stoke and he looked like Marcelo for us when he came on. But yeah, that's me on about the possible transfers in the in and outs, mate. What's your opinion on them, mate?
No, I mean it's players we need. Obviously on the Ogbonna, that's your Wes Hoot replacement right there. You know, if it's I mean, he's 36, he's coming to the back end of his career, but you know, if we get him for a season, I mean, he's probably going to sign. So he comes in for a season, you know, and then we've got this young lad from Brazil. So that you know, that's the stopgap until the KK fella's ready. So obviously you got Daniel Jefferson. I mean, it's a striker. We've been crying out for striker for not just this season. I mean, we've been crying out for striker last season as well. Seems to fit the profile that Cleverley wants to play. You know, yes, his goal scoring record is not the best you've ever seen, but you know,
yeah,
I go back to when we saw Matty Vidra. Who'd heard of Matty Vidra? Look how many goals he scored for us. Odion Nagalo, look how many goals he scored for us. So just because he hasn't scored goals previously at previous clubs doesn't mean he'll do the same for us. I'm excited about this side, and it's for him to come out and say he was impressed by Tom Cleverley. That can only be a good thing. I mean, who's the other lad? Obviously you've got that Kevin. I can't pronounce his name. The lad from Toulouse, Kevin.
Yeah, centre back, young centre back,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. Yeah, Kevin. Give me a sec.
That's all right. I can go on about Cleverley if you want,
Here
mate. Before you find
Kevin Caben. There we go. Kevin Caben. 1 million fee in the region of €1 million, which probably is about 950,000, maybe something like that. So about £1 million there or thereabouts for a centre back, 20 years old. Cleverly. It sounds like Cleverly wants to put him straight in the team, which is good. Obviously, we mentioned Daniel Jefferson, and obviously the other one is the midfielder Pierre. I'm gonna have Duama. I hope I've not butchered his name. Sounds exciting. Yeah. Not heard much about him, not going to lie, but it sounds like it's an exciting prospect. So, you know, things have turned from being a pretty poor transfer window to a pretty decent one. You know, you got to, with the sales of Yas and Wes, you know, it's looking good. I mean, they were, as soon as the Middlesbrough game finished last season, we knew Yas was going to go anyway. It was just a matter of time. I mean, Wes Hugh is disappointing he's going, but obviously if a club from Saudi Arabia comes sniffing around you, then you're not going to say no, are you? So good luck to them both. That's all you can say. Good luck to them both.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And like I say, if players don't want to be here, that's fine. You know, thank you ever so much for your service. Let's get them out. Like Clevs has said many times, you know, I'm going to only work with the players who are here for the long term. We'll ship out the players that I don't want. And also, you know, touch wood, this is always a poison chalice saying this, but they're looking long term with Tom. This is going to bite me on the arse big time, probably. I hope it doesn't. They're clearly, with the signings that we're making, obviously with the exception of Bonner, if he does turn up, which I still think is an excellent signing. They're young, hungry players. Obviously, they're looking as well with a possible sell-on if they do well as well. But in terms of, you know, before take away the sell-on and all that, you know, long term, we're building a young, hungry, vibrant side. And like you said, you know, we can't make judgments on players until we've actually seen them, because we've had this before, like you said, with Igalo, Vidra, Anya, and all these players have come over, and Sean Abdi as well being another one. So let's see how it goes, mate. And, you know, all routes point up at the moment. So let's hope the upward trajectory carries on. Right. I'll just quickly share this as well. Let's just make sure it's all shared. Yeah, so Clev's saying this is obviously credit watfordfc.com, so I'm taking it off of there. So cleverly said, you're at your worst, most vulnerable in these moments. Basically, moving towards the fact that, you know, let's not let complacency creep in here. You know, it's only just started. Obviously, none of us are getting too excited. We're living in the moment. We're enjoying what we've done so far. But we know that obviously Danny and everyone else has been on this pod, and all the fellow fans that are in the stands. You know, we all know there's plenty of time for it to get worse or to get better. So let's just enjoy what's going on. But he says you're at your most vulnerable when you're in these moments. So I always talk about doubling down on high standards. Every game we have to work like underdogs. Obviously, keep your feet on the ground. Like we said, I won't go through all of this. This is in the Wigan game. I wasn't happy how we would got out muscled, but credit is due when the players have put that right. A lot of it, like I say, with the pre-season, mate, and I'll get your opinions on what Clev's just said there. A lot pre-season is about ironing out those creases, and we saw a lot of shall we say, a lot of people commented on a lot of creases that we saw during pre-season, but it seemed to have done us good. Like we always say, like, I mean, you played Sunday League when you played some really poor.
Still play it, mate. Still play it.
Yeah. When you hit it over the bar in warm-ups, you said, look, I'm getting it out of the way now. So when the real stuff starts, it's not going to happen. It's that sort of thing, you know, get all the crap out in pre-season.
I never have the chance of shooting because I play right back, so I never fucking shoot a goal. So
no, I mean,
mate, I don't even get past halfway line. I just stay way back from the goal, so I don't have anything to do with. As long as I keep the ball out the other goal, that's all I care about. But no, you're right. I mean, pre-season results don't mean anything really. They don't. You know, too many fans in the summer, they were just looking at, oh yeah, we lost against Wickham, we drew against Stevenage. Doesn't mean anything. It's purely just fitness, you know. And then you go to the one game which Thomas spoke about was treating it like a league game, was the Brentford game, and look how well we played in that Brentford game. So it just shows it. You know, you go back to season, we got relegated 19-20. We won every game in pre-season, and look how the season turned out. So pre-season is just about minutes and, you know, getting you know, fit and stuff. So it means nothing. But let's just enjoy it while it lasts, because, you know, there is going to be a rough. No doubt there's going to be a rough patch this season. We've just got to stick together and get beyond Tom, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, just a massive shout out once again to Callie. He's got his show coming up about 9 o'clock on Mixcloud. What I'll do is I will share that tonight. So as soon as I know what that where the link is, once again, that won't take me like 2 minutes because I've got it saved up. So I will share that as much as I can. A massive shout out as always to the Watford Football Club Former Players Club, or shall we say tailor-made Former Players Club, fronted by Pricey and Lou for Blissett, over at Facebook / tailor-made for community. So massive shout out as ever to those guys. Thank you very much, Lou, as always, for letting us be in association with you guys. So Halsey saying nice to meet Danny at Hibs pre-season, by the way.
Bumped into him, yeah.
Lovely bloke, isn't he? Big shout out to Caden as well from the Vicarage Word on Twitter Space. Always listen to him. So yeah, cheers, Caden. Thanks for the support, mate. He says evening all. Just quickly tuning in before my space. Yes, you can head over to Twitter and listen up on his space. That'll be on any minute now. We'll be leaving very, very shortly. Just big. Just have another look at our Derby have fared this season. Let's have a quick look. So let's have a yeah. So yeah, they got. I remember that lad from was it Nottingham Forest? Ben. Was it? What's his name? Not Gibson. He was the one they signed. He's now captain, isn't he?
Ben Osborne.
That's it. Sorry, do apologise. Ben Osborne. Yeah, I mean, he's a really decent player actually, and I'm surprised we didn't look at him, to be fair, because I do rate that guy. He's had his injury problems and stuff, but yeah, Mendes Lang, Osborne is another one that we look at, but Mendes Lang's probably the main one at the moment. Currently 12th. They've won obviously their first game, lost their second one. Let's have a look. So they got beaten. I mean, oh no, they lost. Sorry, apologies. They lost their first one 4-2 to Blackburn. That's it. Bill Middlesbrough. Apologies, correction there. Yeah, because no, I remember that because Blackburn had Samosic, or whatever he's called, who's gone to Ipswich now, still in their ranks. That was that's it. That's how I pronounce it. I'm so bad with names. I'm shocking. But yeah, Derby 1-0 at home. Coming up for them, they've got a couple of home games after they've played us. They're at home to Bristol City and Cardiff City, and then away to Sheffield United. So they've got a few tricky games that look like possibly could bounce back. You like to say, really, survival's probably obviously, like most of these, but their main aim. Paul Warren as well is the head coach at the moment. So, like I say, currently 12th. Top scorer is Caden Jackson at the moment in the all round. So yeah, let's wait and see. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go for the normal 2-1, mate. What are you going for?
I'll go for 3-1 tomorrow. I'll go for 3.
Moves predictor tomorrow, mate. I mean, he'll be happy with that. But yeah, if you're going down, it's the Cali Classico tomorrow, so that'll be good. I'm going to shout out now because I was 30 seconds over, but obviously a couple of legends played for them. Callie, and obviously Craig Ramage, boys and girls, obviously.
And Vidra. Don't forget Vidra.
And Vidra as well. So we've had, you know, all the best ones, mate. 6, 7, and 10, I think. So
and in goal, you got Mark Poom. So.
Mark Poom, yeah, fantastic shout there, mate. Dean Yates.
Yeah, mate.
Yates, he's another one. 98, 99, mate. He signed.
I should have done the play for both 11 tonight. That'd have been a good one, but you know.
It's well, you know, you lose out sometimes.
Yeah,
that's the way it is, isn't it?
Week. I've literally had no time to do anything this week. So.
No, you've been super busy, mate. I really do appreciate you coming on, mate, doing this, because I know you've been mega busy. But cheers, mate. Just shout out to everyone once again. I'll obviously let Danny have the last word in a minute, but just remember tomorrow night and Sunday night, both 8 o'clock. You've got the fans' verdict. We'll get all your opinions from the game at the Vic. And then Sunday night, you choose the topics. We will discuss them as ever. We'll get all those through on Sunday, like I say, 8 o'clock as well. Yeah, shout out John Eustace as well from Halsey.
Legend.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, so last word to you, mate. So like I say, you and your dad are being wined and dined tomorrow. Your bunch of ponces. Becky as well.
Yeah. No, it's just, come on, you ones!
Brilliant. See you later, guys.
See you later.